Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Hero Builds series. I am Sylphin. In today's video we are taking a look at the Fae with a build I'm calling Fairy Godmother. So, Fairy Godmother, what's the inspiration? Just, you know, somebody that's around all the time, helpful, you know, there when she's really there when you need her. That kind of an idea. Somebody who really helps out her allies and helps them do their thing. So rally the troops, nature's muse, and barrier of will. That's kind of our thing here. So we're trying something. We're trying something. Hopefully it's not a complete and utter fail. So we have some attack speed. Really, Grux is really the only person that's going to be using that to any degree. But, I mean, it certainly can help. As for cooldown reduction, let's see here. We do have, well, we do have 3 people that could certainly use some cooldown reduction, so that is very good at least. So, okay, what is our team doing? Oh, they're going hardcore into the jungle there. Let's see if I can help out. We're going for our Q because we want some utility here. Let's see if I can slow down this Gideon. Yes, I can. Did he take his E? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Good. Alright, so that Q there obviously enabled us to secure that kill. If we didn't do that, he probably would have gotten that one little bit of attack speed distance away, and probably would have you know, gotten away. So on my way left, I'm gonna say he needs some help here. Oh, but he actually has a ward. Oh, wow, missed. So let's do this here. Let's see if this howitzer can make something happen here. Gotta be careful though, these minions will do quite a bit of damage. Don't think... Yeah, so that didn't really turn up to much. So now I have to be careful. I'm actually just going to go back. It's really 3 card points. What an interesting beginning to this game. 3 card points going to finish off this Magus Ward. Look at that. Already we have a fully upgraded bonus. 1 extra point of value that we otherwise didn't have before. So let's see if we can go with this Murdoch as well here. Murdoch, what? Against the Murdoch with our howitzer. Against this Murdoch. See if we can do something. So the second ability we went for was Untamed Growth. The small AoE that deals 126 energy damage over 3 seconds. Great for this early laning phase. Just helps do that little bit of extra damage here to these minions. I believe I am rotating a bit too much here. Not sure if I'm going to get over here in time to do anything for this Chimera. Yeah, so I'm wasting my time here. I should probably be in the left lane, enabling our Richter to rotate more. He, with his pull, probably a little bit better in securing some of these kills. So probably what we should be doing here is doing exactly that. Let's put this down a little bit, slow them down so they can stay in that a little bit. So as you can see, that is one of the combinations with the Fae. She has her Q to slow down the enemy while they are in the area of effect of your right click. So a very nice combo. It works well pretty much on anybody really. So here we can have the second ability here is her E, which is called Harvest Nettles, a projectile that deals 8800 damage and refunds the full mana cost if it hits a hero. So very interesting ability that basically is free poke damage. Really just literally free poke damage that you can just put out on the battlefield and really just kind of whittle away at the enemy. All it takes, the only resource it spends is your own accuracy. So just like that. If you miss just like that, then that happened. So I didn't realize the Richter was going in. I'm going to make sure that he can't follow us here anymore. So let's focus on our right click because I want that to be as strong as it can, provide the best CC as possible. But here is, oh, very nicely done. Wow. Oh, very nicely done there. I hope you guys saw that. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Iggy and Scorch. No, I'm out of mana. Use my E. Don't think I'll be able to do anything here. Let's throw out our right click. Oh, don't die for it. Oh, you're dead, aren't you? Okay, well, hey, that's alright. We're still alive. Interesting. Something I forgot to mention was her right-click Untamed Growth. Half of that damage is done right at the end when it explodes. So that is a kind of a big thing. You need to you need to know. So that's why it's important to keep them in that area of effect. Next card we're going for is this Solaris Reactor, because we want a little bit of spark, but also this minor cast is really going to help a little bit of mana regen to deal with the issues of mana for most casters here in the early game, and that gadget's getting totally taken out. Oh, very lucky. Alright, one thing we didn't talk about was her ultimate. It's quite the team fighting ultimate. Can totally put together a wonderful wombo combo where you can pull everybody together, which is exactly what it does. It's a giant plant that pulls enemy heroes to it after a 1.25 second delay, dealing 185 damage. Quite the ability to set up plays. Really, it's quite monstrous. So I might be able to see that there. I just left the tower because I thought that the middle lane was going to get pushed. But now that this Richter has that, we should be able to secure something here. So we're going to put down the Harvest Nettles here. Richter, where are you going? Come on, Richter! Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, and you miss. Okay, well, okay. We're good. It's not the end of the world. We're fine. So that you can see there, that is the combo, the ultimate. You know, you can use your Q to help land your ultimate as well. You can use, yeah, really, it's quite versatile. I personally like trying to use my ultimate to catch them, and then you put your right click down, and then once it pulls them together, then you use your Q to hopefully, you know, keep them in that damage from the right click sooner. Because if you use your Q first and then your ultimate and then your right click, then they're pretty much not slowed by the time. Really any of your abilities are off. And yeah, so there you have it. Just really going to continue pushing, or trying to keep off this Iggy and Scorch from pushing this lane, but really, he's such a great lane pusher that really there's not much I'm going to be able to do, especially with a Grux roaming around. Oh, that wasn't a Grux. Never mind. This Grux, I'll call for help. Really, this Grux could certainly be making a lot of plays. Really, like, come on, man. Oh, total miss. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm just dead. Or am I? Yep. Okay. Fantastic. Great play by that Iggy and Scorch on me doing a great job in that department. So, next is the Eldermage Amulet, going for a little bit health now. that we have that mana regen. We really need that mana regen because as a caster, you have mana issues in the early game. So this little bit of health here is really going to help. At 400, it's going to be quite nice. Okay, let's see if this Howitzer and I can do anything against this Murdoch. Okay, apparently not. Yeah, that actually goes around just like that. Let's see if we can do anything here. Okay, he's staying away. Let's actually keep him right inside that ultimate. There we go. So there's the ultimate. I don't think I needed to use my ultimate there, personally, to make sure he was in there. I'm pretty sure he was stuck in that ultimate, but just for good measure, we did use it there to secure that kill. And we have 6 card power already. Ooh, but this Grux is going to try to get our gadget. She is a juicy target. So let's see if he tries anything. I'll be sneaky and try to hide myself. Ooh, here's the Chimera, though. We're all being sneaky. Exactly what we're trying to do here. Hello! Pull me. Pull me, pull me, pull me. Pull me, actually, maybe don't. Actually, maybe don't pull me. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be right back. A little bit of a stalemate, so when in doubt, in that situation anyways, head back. So the next, we'll finish off this Eldermage Amulet, and the next part is our CC cards. So we can certainly go into these a little bit of tankiness. So I might actually be doing that later on. I'm going to actually here. Okay, well, no, that doesn't matter. So, yeah, we'll get that, the barrier and the guard. Sure, let's get those 2 as well. They will be replaced, so not too much of a worry to equip those. Okay, something's going to be up here. Definitely going to have a team fight here. I can certainly initiate somewhat with my ultimate. It is can do a very good job of dictating a battle, but it doesn't look like it. So Gadget went back. Her ultimate is absolutely fantastic in that situation. So there we go. Let's try to do this in here as well. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. So very nice initiate with that pull. And secured that with the ultimate there. Very, very nice. So, hello, Chimera. Yes. Poke, poke, poke. The really nice thing about her E is that when you combine it with a basic attack or 2, it's actually not a laughable amount of damage. So, it is something to kind of consider when you are using it, just because it can take people by surprise. It really can take people by surprise when you combine your basic attack with your E. Now, this Grux certainly can't pull. Ooh, he is going to get that. Okay, so let's use this into our E. So there you go. Yeah, so a surprising amount of damage on the Fae. We're trying to get that damage along in this build as well. With that CC there, you could see saved that Howitzer's butt. And it looks like we get a tower. So we are equal now on siege. Let's see. Okay, he's going that way. Good. That's exactly what we use our wards for. Just freeze this lane by our tower and just kind of keep it going. 6 card power from freezing that lane there. Going to be able to go into some of these. So, you know, let's see here. We do have some health. That would certainly be very nice. We do have some armor. I'm feeling like the cooldown maybe would be a little bit more useful here. So I'm having a hard time decide, to be honest with you. Let's get the Nature's Muse. Oh, but I would have to take one of these away. You know what? You know what? Let's go for the barrier of... Well, what does the enemy team have for? We have physical, energy damage. It is Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna replace this for this. We're gonna go for our tank a little bit here, and we're gonna go for the barrier here to help with that energy damage. Choosing to go a little bit tanky before we go into the useful active cards here, just because we're still a little bit here on these tier 1 towers. So once we get into some big team fights, that's when we'll start to get those cards. Ladies and gentlemen, I have made a terrible mistake. I have 3 active cards, and I don't intend on taking these out. So I have 2 active slots. I've made a terrible, very embarrassing mistake. We're probably going to have to give up this physical armor ability here, this Venom Shell. Oh boy. So, what do we do? That is okay because we still have this barrier of will. We can use it to replace this, and then we can have our... okay, so it still works. It still works. I prefer to still have this at the end of the game. That means that we would... I intend to replace the Staff of the Adamant, but this will have to stay. So, at this point, let's do exactly that. Let's go for the Staff of the Adamant here. Could go for some cast. But again, a little bit of health here is definitely going to help. It looks like there's going to be an engagement here with this Richter. Alright, using all of our abilities here, trying to do something. There's the gadget! Where's her ultimate though? Really needed her ultimate there for that ultimate, but I don't think that she's going to be... Ooh, come on, there is the gadget ultimate. But yeah, jeez. Wow. So that didn't turn out that great. The gadget there probably didn't realize that my ultimate was there. That is exactly why you use your ultimate to make very nice clumps of heroes for those large AoE ultimates to be very effective. So not quite the best engagement there, but you get the idea with what we are trying to go for here. It's a little bit tanky here with that health from this Eldermage Amulet, a little bit into this Staff of the Adamant here, and then the little bit of tanky here in those 2 growth, fantastic damage and armor cards. Alright, we have 2 friendly heroes here with their wonderful AoE ultimates. So let's see if I can make something happen here. I think it's going to have to be me to engage here, simply because... where is this? Correct, so there he is. He's hiding right behind. That's okay, let's draw him out. Let's draw him out. Let's see if there's anybody else here as well. Come on. Yeah, the gadget. Or did he leave? I think he left. Very interesting. He left instead. Okay. Well, we should be able to push this lane down quite easily here. But that mid lane is getting pushed. Oh. Well, let's get this tower instead. So probably. Okay. Oh, not sure. Okay, I'm just standing in here for no reason. Okay, and there's the Grux. Oh dear. Okay. Well, this is gonna be bad. Yep. Real bad. Real bad. Let's use all of our business here. And that Grux is okay. Yep. Yep. Just dead. Alright, so that degenerated into absolutely nothing. Poor. Really bad. Okay. Seems to be a theme here. So let's finish off the Staff of the Adamant. I'm all over the place with this build guide. Holy smokes! But we'll just try our best here. Again, that energy armor is very, very needed here. We do have some health coming, though, on this Nature's Muse, so I am looking forward to getting that. So let's get this little bit of barrier here. Help with all of that energy damage. Alrighty, 3v3 here. Let's see what we can do. Richter's coming in from behind. Oh, that might have been the bad choice, though. Okay, let's use our whole business here. Look at that damage. You can see it is there, but not enough in time. Yep. So, Richter should have been with us. His miscalculation there. Let's see. I should be. Oh, I misplaced that. My right click there. Are we even able to take down that? No, we're not. Oh, bad play by the Richter, but hey, that's okay. That is okay. We could probably turn this around, really, if we just play together. I think we have a more synergistic team fight composition if we just simply were to work together. I mean, really, if you have a team, if you have a good team fight composition, you have to have team fights in order to get them. So, Nature's Muse. Let's. This is going to give us a whole whack load of health. So let's see here. This Barrier of Will is going to replace. What did I say? This Venom Shell here. So we can leave that. The Rally of the Troops here. Can probably replace this. So the Nature's Muse for now. Yeah. The Solaris Reactor is going to be nice, though. The Magus Ward, eventually we will be getting rid of it. So let's do that. Might regret that, but hey. So there's the health. We finally have almost one of our actives. Almost. Here at 44 minutes in. Alright, looks like we are coming in on this. Oh, but the gadget was definitely feigning like she wanted to. So let's try to focus down this Chimera. Okay, that was definitely a waste. Absolutely a waste. I could have used it right now. Oh, that was a waste, ladies and gentlemen. My bad for sure. Here, trying to get... trying to stand in the way here. Let's just use that, but we'll get pulled in. And there we go. So, try to get all this orbs. Can I get at least this orb stuff? Yeah. Bad play by my part, ladies and gentlemen. My bad there. I definitely should have waited there. It looked like we were going to get a pick, but yeah, it turned into a whole team fight. So everybody collapsed very nicely there. Definitely juked me out in that one. So okay, so if we're getting rid of the Venom Shell, we are getting rid of it for this Barrier of Will. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so we'll have reduce our ally cooldowns, and this one, the Barrier of Will, is very, very nice. Might actually go for that one, I'm not too sure. Alright, this Gadget and I, let's see what we can do. Oh, Gadget, what are you doing? Okay. Well. Okay, looks like we could certainly have a team fight here. Are saying that we have our ultimates ready, but I think that they know that... Okay, yep. Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty close range, your ultimate, so definitely wouldn't have been able to make anything happen there. They know what I'm trying to do. Definitely for sure know what I'm trying to do. So, I mean, unless I come in from the side here, but I think that might just be doing more harm than good for me. So let's see here. Alright. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do these. Okay. Waste. What a waste. Woohoo-wee. Hope you guys are enjoying at least part of this game. Quite frustrating here. My patience is definitely at its end. Okay. One more chance here. Looks like okay. And the enemy scatters. Yeah, there's 4 of them here. And it looks like okay, we should be able to make something happen here. Please. God. Come on. Nice. Nicely done. There we go. Alrighty. I would like to make something happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe that was the chance there. I don't think so. Yeah. I think I'm just always a bit too late. I think that is something with the Fae. You really have to be committed. You really have to know. You just really have to know exactly when. You know when to use the ultimate. You have to be decisive. You have to know just be confident with it. Really, I think that is exactly what you have to do. So, they shouldn't have their prime orbs. Let's go help our. Yeah, let's go help our gadget here. Let's keep him inside there, and that is that. Okay, now we've arguably wasted our ultimate on Murdoch. Not sure if this is going to turn into anything here. Don't have my ultimate, so missed that. But look at that, we did take that much damage though, so that is the good part of a little bit of guard and energy barrier that we did get. 4 card points. Finally have fully upgraded the Nature's Muse with all of that health, and that passive should be very, very nice. So definitely, it's definitely something to use once kind of the engagement has started. You know, once everybody uses that first round of abilities, that's when you hit that and hopefully enable your team to get at least a couple more abilities off before the end. 4 card points, ladies and gentlemen, finishing off this Barrier of Will and this Nature's Muse. Onto this Rally the Troops. Gives us all of this cooldown, which very, very much helps us on the Fae. That cooldown makes us able to use all of those energies, all of those abilities much faster, and of course helps quite a bit when you're trying to control how the enemy functions on the battlefield. Alrighty, here is probably the very first good ultimate here. Can I get this Gideon? Not sure it's worth dying for, though. And it looks like that gadget's gonna die. Okay, 2 for 4. 2 for 4. And I couldn't quite get there in time. And back to defending again. And there is the defeat, the surrender. So, enemy team doing a much better job of rotating, making good game decisions than us. So, now onto the build. So, here is the build, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off, that Magus Ward is very, very good for that little bit of damage and that basic mana. Very, very necessary because of how casters have mana issues with the beginning. Then we go into the Solaris Reactor, the basic spark. That's really going to help. I noticed quite a bit that was very good, and that damage, again, helps even more. Next onto the Eldermage Amulet, those lesser healths. Going to be big in that early game. I don't have one more minor cast, or else I would use it there. Again, that damage, trying to get for that, so that is exactly what we get. Next, the order of these buffs are probably the Nature's Muse is the well, no, probably the Barrier of Will is probably the most effective one. Then the Nature's Muse, then Rally the Troops, and then your tanky cards are these Venom Shell and the Snakevine Mesh. The end build is a Nature's Muse, Barrier of Will, Rally the Troops, Venom Shell, Snakevine Mesh, and actually this Lord's Ward. I messed it up in the video. Wanted to keep the ward just to, again, get that vision throughout the game, and then that health, mana, and that cooldown, of course, is everything that we need. So there you go. I'm feeling like I'm trying to do a little bit too much in this build. You know, just I need a few more equipment slots so that I could, you know, put some more or less resistances on the Snakevine Mesh, on the Barrier Will, and on the Venom Shell, stuff like that. But there you go. There's the idea of controlling the battlefield, trying to help your allies with Rally the Troop and Nature's Muse, trying to be just a mother taking care of your children. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Please share it with the community, and of course, subscribe if you found it useful or you simply enjoyed the video. Please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, take care.